everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Claire and this is Yoli. I make videos all about houseplant care, sharing tips and tricks I've learned over the years to help keep your plants happy and healthy. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you my current top 10 favourite bluey silvery houseplants. As you guys know, I am absolutely obsessed with them. I love them so much. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. So I thought I'd turn the camera around just to mix things up for this video. The first one on my list is my Peperomia Frost. I've showed you guys this plant before and it is just absolutely stunning. I love its beautiful silvery blue leaves. They're just so gorgeous. I did actually say recently in one of my videos that if anybody wants a cutting of this plant, ping me a message, and oh my goodness, I had so many messages and I have had to hack her back quite a bit to send out cuttings, hence why she's a little bit bare on this side. So I'm gonna let her grow for a bit more, but if anyone does want a cutting at any point, let me know and I will put you on the Peperomia Frost list. But this one I grew myself from just a single leaf cutting just over a year ago, and she's been such a fast grower. It's honestly unbelievable. She's so beautiful, and I would say relatively easy to care for. To be honest, I didn't have the best luck with peperomias before this plant, but touch all the wood, she has been absolutely fine and she's just a joy. She's so beautiful and I love her so much. And then down here I've got my Soderoy Af, which is such a beautiful plant, Philodendron Soderoy Af. And as you can see, the new leaves are a lot more green, but the older, more mature leaves are a beautiful, oh, needs a clean, but a beautiful bluey silver colour. They're very similar to the Brandtianum and it's just such a beautiful plant. It's in a crawling planter with my Gloriosum at the moment, just because they were both relatively small when I put them in there. And this one here, the Soderoy Af, is such a fast grower. Honestly, it's so quick. I haven't even had it that long and it's been very fast. As you can probably see, I have had some issues with this plant. I stupidly put this planter up against a window when I first potted them together, and it was really sunny in the day and got really cold at night. So this little lobe here has suffered a bit, but it's still just so gorgeous. I found it relatively easy to care for, to be honest, although she isn't kind of looking her finest at the moment. This new leaf here is just beautiful. Look at that. It's so gorgeous. It's so perfect. And bar that bit and bar a little bit of yellowing around the edges here, I think it is doing fairly well. But yeah, just look at those markings. It's just so pretty. Yeah, I really do need to clean this plant up. I should have done all this before I started filming, but just gives you a kind of realistic overview of where we're at. And then the next one, also, this is a side note, but does anybody know what is going on with this Gloriosum leaf here? I know this isn't in the blue plant category, but it's so bizarre. It's literally been like that since I got it. And the new leaf that's come in looks absolutely fine, and the other leaf is fairly okay. It was an import, but yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on there. It feels very sturdy and fine, but I can't tell if it's yellowing or if it's getting darker. But yes, don't know what's going on there. But then the next one is a really small one. This is my Philodendron Silver Sword, which I propagated, and I have not in the past had much luck with propagating this plant, but this one at the moment seems to have taken well, and it's giving me a lovely little new leaf there as well. But it's beautiful. I mean, like, that could not be more silvery blue if it tried. It's just so stunning. And now it's got going, I am finding it relatively easy. Like, it hasn't given me any grief. But as I say, for some reason, just propagating this plant, I've tried so many times before and it's never really worked for me, but yay, this one has taken. So yeah, that's that one. And then moving into my cabinet, so here I've got my Philodendron Brandtianum, which I've shown you so many times before. It's such a stunning plant and I found it so fast growing. Like you can see there, she's actually climbing up onto the next level of the cabinet, and I either need to move her out of the cabinet or chop her back, and I'm not quite sure which one I want to do yet. But I've propagated her so many times in the time that I've had her, and she's given me so much new growth. Just propagating this plant a lot helps to kind of contain the growth and make it really lovely and bushy like she is at the moment. And To be honest, I kind of prefer that with this plant as opposed to being really, really tall. That's just my personal preference, but she's just gorgeous. And actually look at the size of that leaf there. That is a fair old size. They are definitely getting bigger, so maybe I should just let her grow a bit. I don't know. What do you think? Should I let her grow or should I keep chopping? I don't know. And then next to her here, I've got my Alocasia Silver Dragon, which is a beautiful, beautiful plant. I know, as always, I'm saying that about pretty much all of them. I might just move this one out so that I can show you a little bit better. But I repotted her yesterday actually, because she has just been very, very quick indeed. Like I got her in my House of Kojo order as a teeny, teeny, tiny little plant, and I repotted her once, and in the last few months she's just started going crazy, and literally all of her new leaves are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and just look how beautiful that is. She's just stunning. And I know alocasias can be quite well known for being slightly temperamental, and touch wood, so far, as you know, she's in my cabinet. She's really, really happy in here. She hasn't given me any grief at all. She's hung on to most of her original leaves as well, to be honest, which is quite unusual. Like often alocasias go through this cycle, like they'll give you a leaf and then the other one will die off, and so on and so on and so on. But this one hasn't done that for me yet. So yeah, she's gorgeous. And then over here, I've got my Hoya Croniana Super Silver, which is just one of my favourite Hoyas. She's just so, so, so beautiful. I have accidentally knocked off so many of these leaves in the time that I've had her, because every time I water her, I bring her over to the washing up bowl, which is personally just how I like to water all of my plants, but I always accidentally get her caught, hence why there's a few bare patches down here. But just look at those leaves. And I love Hoyas so much because their leaves are just kind of so thick and succulent and beautiful. But I mean, they're so, so, so pretty. And I feel like the camera never does these things justice, but they almost kind of glimmer when they catch the light. They're just so, so, so beautiful. So yeah, I love this plant. She's so easygoing. So far, I would say quite slow growing. Like I did get her as a fairly mature plant, but she's just beautiful, and I appreciate her so much. I love her more than anything, and yeah, she's great. She's also pet friendly, which is great. Hoyas are amazing for that. They're pet friendly, child friendly, basically just non-toxic. That's an easy way of saying it. Non-toxic plants. But yes, she's gorgeous. And then this one here is a very new addition to my collection. This is one of the ones I got in from Arrowed Market, and it's Nemedium Silver. It's just so, so, so beautiful. Again, it's got that beautiful kind of glimmer of silvery blue. And when you look at it on its own, it doesn't really look that silvery. But if you look at it kind of like, for example, if you compare it to that one, you can kind of tell it's just so, so, so beautiful. And I love the shape of its leaves as well. I think they're just so unusual and just stunning. It's also got a new little leaf coming here, which did arrive with a little bit of damage, but I think actually now that it started to unfurl, I think it's going to be okay. I think it might just be a little bit damaged, but the fact it's giving me new growth already, and I've only had it for 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks, is really, really impressive. I've got other blue plants here, as you can see, that I would love to include in this video, but I've been strict with myself and I've tried to keep it to 10. If anybody wants to see more blue planty videos, then I will happily make them, because as you guys know, I am obsessed with blue plants. I just think they're the best thing ever. Oh yay, the sun's coming out. You can kind of get an idea now. Yeah, look at that. She's just so gorgeous. And I've literally watered her about 5 minutes before this video because she was looking a little bit floppy. So hopefully she'll perk up in the next few hours and be looking her best again. But yes, that is that one. I just had to get a chair for this one. So this one up here is my Skindapsis. Oh my goodness, mind blank. Skindapsis trebi, I think. Oh my goodness, I cannot remember. I'll put the names on the screen. But yeah, this one again is kind of known for being quite slow growing, and I personally totally disagree with that. I've chopped and propagated this plant quite a lot in the time that I've had it, and she's giving me so much new growth. I would say she probably gives me a new leaf every, oh God, like at least once a week at this time of year, which is pretty crazy. She, again, I think is, yeah, desperately in need of a water. I do need to take her down after this video and give her a water. But I mean, her leaves are just like, some of the ones here are starting to get so big now. And I'm hoping at some point soon, if I can stop chopping and propagating her, she's going to kind of fall down and fill the pot and just look lovely. But yes, I adore this plant, and it's got such beautiful velvety leaves as well, which is something I love velvet leaved plants in general, and I love the bluey silver ones. So two and two together, it makes me very, very happy. Oh dearie me, the heat is going to my head and I'm losing my mind. And then this one is a Streptococcus pretty turtle that I picked up in one of my Houseplant Tour UK episodes. I can never remember the name of it, and I named that series, that's bad. But it's just, it looks more green on camera actually, but it's really beautifully blue, and it's got these gorgeous kind of little turtley silvery markings on it, and it's just stunning. Also, its leaves are so unbelievably soft. They're like little bunny's ears. They're so gorgeous. And I was gonna say it's slow growing, and it's actually, that's such a lie. It's got so much new growth coming in around the sides here, to the point that I think, like there you can see, I think it probably needs a repot. Oh, I thought that was pests then. It's just perlite, it's okay. But yeah, I think it probably does need a repot, but I'm just slightly scared of repotting this plant because, oh my goodness, this is 100% the most fragile plant in my collection. Like, you can probably see a lot of her leaves have snapped because you only have to kind of touch this plant a little bit too hard, and because the leaves are so succulent, they just literally bend and snap. Bend and snap. But yeah, so I am slightly concerned about repotting her, but it's gonna have to happen soon, so maybe I'll make a video on that, I don't know. But yeah, that is her. And then finally, I didn't really know if this one fell into the bluey silvery plant category, but I feel like it does. I always think of her as a blue plant, even though she's more kind of lime greeny yellow. But this is my Variegated Euphorbia, and she's so beautiful. I am just absolutely in love with this plant. Also, if she doesn't count as a blue plant, I've also got a little variegated aloe vera down here, which I feel like definitely counts. That can be bonus plant. But this one I've had for about 6 months now, and in the last few months, oh my goodness, she's given me so much new growth, and I just love the new growth on this plant because the spikes down here are really kind of like hard and will cut you. You don't want to touch them, but the ones up here are just so soft and delicate and beautiful, and I just think she's magnificent. I really love her. And also this little variegated patch here of darker bit that I think is really characterful, and I love her. I adore her. She's a great plant. But yeah, that's all the ones in this video. But if you want to see more like this, if you want to see more blue plants, do let me know, because I have got a lot of them. And also I would love to know the ones that you guys love. Like, what are your favorite blue plants? Because as you know, they are literally my favorite thing in the entire world, and I would like to fill my house with them. So please do let me know what you like in the comments below. But if you did like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video.